Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you all are doing well today. Recently, I did something very horrible that could have costed me a lot of damage and probably, some injury as well. And it's funny that I'll tell you, and the reason is that, maybe you all have experienced it, but the sports mode on this bike is a beast mode. That's what I call it, and I've made a video a while back about that as well. But I guess sometimes even unintentionally you forget how not so forgiving is that sports mode, which is very true. So what I did recently was I was riding perfectly fine in a tour mode, coming back home, and then all of a sudden I stop at the traffic light and I see a car next to me, which I believe was a Corvette or something. Now I decided to race with that car because the way we kind of had that eye contact, and I was like, sure, let's do that. So I switched the bike to tour mode, to the sports mode, and I'm all set and ready, as the light turns green. I shouldn't be racing, but that's another thing. It wasn't a race. It was, I would say it was more like a 100-meter run or some more so, that kind of thing. So what I did was I switched it to the sports mode. And then I'm waiting at the traffic light, impatiently for it to turn green. But as soon as the light turned green, what I did next was a disaster. I think my sitting position and the way I was sitting and holding the handlebar was very loose. And as I pulled the throttle in the sports mode, the bike was about to throw me away. Like, that would have been a disaster. So it was like a wake-up call for the few seconds, and the throttle response on the sports mode of the GoldWing is so quick that it won't forgive you if you do a mistake. So similar to this, like, I'm approaching the traffic light, it turned green, I had in the sports mode, and as soon as I twisted the throttle, boy, the bike pushed me back, boom, like this. And that was partly, I think, my mistake when I thought about it later, because I was sitting very loosely. I should have, sat firm on the bike and held my position and be ready. So because I was sitting loosely, the bike kind of pushed me back, and I thought for a second that the next thing I know, the bike will be flying and I'll be at the back. But I got saved, I let the throttle go, the bike was fine, or I thought, honestly, the bike would be wheeling, because that's how strong, I would say, the throttle response is in the sports mode. And so that was a close, a very close call, and I'm glad that I'm safe. And I learned my lesson. First is not to attempt to race, and be careful. So throttle response, people, is very strong on this new GoldWing, especially in the sports mode. That's why I think I named it the beast mode. And you gotta be careful. It's not forgiving at all. So ride safe. The weather is changing here. It's already changed. We're very close to any day of snowfall or winter. Till next time, ride safe, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.